Hey everybody, we are going to be hitting play on this. I'm going to adjust the volume down a little bit as I usually do and try and figure out what is going to work for us as we just jump into a match of LJL 2019 Summer Week 11. Looking towards Worlds here. This game really has no barring effect on how any of the standings turned out. In the last game that we looked at, I believe it was Crest Gaming Act Detonation Focus Me was the last game I did a little bit of a practice cast on. Detonation Focus Me essentially locked themselves in for first place in playoffs. Into that final round is that they won the head-to-head against Crest Gaming Act. They were 2-1 all teams in the LJL. They face each other 3 times. There's only 8 teams in there, so that's why we get all these games. So we're going to be seeing Burning Core versus Detonation Focus Me. The reason that I wanted to look at this match is because it was about one of the last matches, I think if not the last match of the LJL, and it actually resulted in Detonation Focus Me losing. I don't think that really had a result of... It doesn't make a huge statement on either side. I'm hoping and giving this game a chance to look at, just because, I mean, if there is some problem maybe on Detonation Focus Me, maybe them having a good time shows an ugly part of themselves here. Maybe just a little bit, because I want to see someone go ahead and take Detonation Focus Me to work, see if they can hold up against this team that has been so dominant in the LJL for oh so long. But already we see Yasuo and Lee Sin getting picked right away, just dropped in really hot, and that's not picks that usually they pick up anyways. They're kind of just being free spirits, as it were, here, having a good time. I don't think... I mean, Steel, does he play Lee Sin very much? Actually, this isn't even going. Oh, goodness. I'm looking at this game right now, stat-wise. We're in for a real treat here. And Burning Core, maybe they're aware that some tomfoolery is happening, that they're just going to have a good time. They don't have a chance to get into playoffs right now. The team's going there. V3, Crest Gaming Act, and Detonation Focus Me. So maybe just looking for a good time, maybe some stage practice. They're not going to be playing until come next year, so it's just time to have a good time, you know? TGE. Just reading these names out. Are they trying to spell something to us? I don't think I'd be able to figure it out anyways, because I don't speak too much Japanese. I'm trying to learn here. But this is a fallacy, and a lot of these champions not really banned out too often. I mean, guess we do see the Gnar. Steel's a pretty competent Trundle player. Evie, he's played Gnar a lot this split, which is something that I do hold against him a little bit, because I think going into Worlds, if he does end up being the representative for the LJL, I've got a couple of concerns on that, just because there's a lot of champions right now that do relatively well in Gnar that are coming up into the picks that might be able to smack Gnar around a little bit. A lot of people like Aurelia, and I think they have favor to take him into Gnar. I know Fiora was just buffed up here. Yasuo does splendidly against Gnar. And I mean, that's 3 champions. I don't know if you want to waste all your bans on that to protect your top laner. Of course, that isn't to say that if he doesn't have a broader champion pool, but it is a little bit of a concern. And now Detonation Focus Me really rounded out their team composition here. Oh, okay, so this is a nice Yasuo composition that looks like that we have here. Everybody's got a knock-up of some kind. That Shyvana, is it going jungle? Okay, oh, they're just Detonation Focus Me. They're having a grand old time, really playing with everyone's minds. Oh, goodness, is this what is happening here? This is something horrendous here, for sure. Anyways, on Burning Core, it looks like we've got a little bit of a night composition going out from TFT with the Darius and the Garen, so that'll help them get a little bit of resistances. It's not everyone's favorite combination to start off TFT with, I know. It doesn't feel very good. I mean, they gave it some buffs. I'm still not super convinced, although I am a trash TFT player, so what do I know here? Coach is going in for that handshake. The final game of the split. Smiles on their faces. They're in for a good time. They know that this game doesn't matter much. At the end of the day, they're just going at it for a fun old time. So Shyvana. We haven't seen much Shyvana this year. I don't even know how many times she's shown up in games. think let's go ahead and check out this pro play stats for Shyvana. I'm sure this can't be the first time she's been picked this split by any means. I highly doubt that. Oh, but she has been picked a whopping of 2 times. Splendid. Ugh. Oh, okay. Both in joke games, I guess. It looks like Wonder played Shyvana with Sojins. Picked up a Sojins. I get that. Sojins, that works. That would be working pretty well against Team Liquid at NAU Rift Rivals. So just having a grand old time with that. Shyvana, not at least, hey, at least she's getting some play time. That's nice to see. Champion that doesn't get a lot of love. It's been a long time. We do see her played in the jungle. Looks like going to be mid this time. Played in the jungle for a rapid clear times, but there are better junglers and stuff that can go ahead and invade her pretty easily. She used to be a pretty significant top laner many, many years ago. It was between her, Mundo, and Maokai. I think it was like those 3 champions. If you didn't pick any of those 3, then you were just get out of here. And the 2 items that you build, I think, were Sunfire Cape and Iceborne Gauntlet. Every game, that was the requirement all the time. If you didn't, you were trolling. It was around that time period where I think junglers, it was either Sejuani, Skarner, Jarvan? Maybe not the Skarner. I know the Jarvan, Sejuani were like mandatory picks. And yes, those are essentially mandatory picks right now. The difference being, though, is they're the only junglers that you could play, because at the time the jungle was in such disarray. If you played anything else, you were just going to get stomped by the jungle camps. You would fall behind. You would have to like take such a hard deficit, and it took a while for that to get balanced. I remember it felt pretty miserable. Especially in ranked. You'd ban out like 2 of the 3. The other guys would get another champion, and that'd be it. Then you'd be playing something a little bit goofy. But those lower tiers that I dwell in, you can get away with quite a bit of things. So we see the Cassiopeia taking a nice, strong, little bit of a lead against Saros here. Does have the Dorn shield to keep himself safe. Cassiopeia going to probably provide a lot of poke. Prevent that ultimate from being of extreme use because of the miasma. Prevent that dash coming through. Interested to see how this Darius Urgot lane ends up going through here. But really, the hypest section of this map, and I'm glad we just panned down to it, it's definitely this bottom lane. I mean, come on, Garen Zillion versus a Yasuo Lee Sin. I mean, Yasuo Lee Sin, that's kind of like, that's child's play. Everybody does a Yasuo Lee Sin here and there. But are you kidding me? A Garen Zillion? That is absurd. He, runs at you, Qs you, Zillion will speed you up, has a bomb. That's a really fast Garen. How can you get away from that? I mean, the superior thinking on Burning Core's side, just like, goodness gracious, this game's probably in the bag for them, really. I mean, and honestly, at this point, that does actually sound goofy enough for a Zillion Garen just to double speed up. Goodness, that's so much speed. As we're looking at clears here, we see a nice full clear on blue-red side of the bottom side of the jungle. Steel getting some invading happening, though, from once, stealing a little bit of the chicken camps over there. Making a pass through on the Scuttle Crab. I'll be interested to see if Steel knows. He should have a pretty decent idea that he was visited by once here. It's probably close by to the area, so DFM getting pushed in right now on the top and mid. Just playing back here, but bottom lane knows that jungler's probably close by. DFM side knows that the jungler's probably closer to the top side. Gonna just head on over, start pushing this in because they're feeling pretty confident for themselves on that end. So as far as like team fights go, I mean, the go in and get 'em of DFM, I do actually like. You get the right knock up, and then you kind of blow up the entire team. They don't really have anything else to go on. The only person that you can really block with steadfast presence on with Poppy is Kha'Zix here. Keep him out of the fight a little bit. Try and protect someone on your side. Maybe the Yasuo or somebody if you're not getting too I mean, he has a shield for himself, so that'll probably be fine in that regard. Burning Core, it's a little bit more of a believable composition. I could see Darius getting pulled out at a moment's notice in some sort of a weird kind of matchup here. Kha'Zix, sure, we see Kha'Zix. Still Cassiopeia. We rarely see Cassiopeia that often, but that's fine. Looking down the list here, seeing this is, yep, Evie's first time playing or got this split. Poppy, same thing. Shyvana, Yasuo, Lee Sin. So all a first time for everyone on Detonation Focus Me. How about Burning Core, though? They whipped out, first game on Cassiopeia. That's nice. First game on Kha'Zix. Darius. Okay, Ray Farkey, he is familiar with Darius, so he's got some rounds in. But, ooh, a lot of damage coming out onto the Cassiopeia. Roki underestimating the amount of damage going to come out of that situation. Wasn't even given a chance to use Flash there. Locked up and burned down. And that first blood going over to Saros, who's got a Kindle gem. So not sure where this build is going just yet. Maybe just getting Spirit Visage for themselves to... Oh, and you just see how... Ooh. Okay, just jumped over with the W. How zippy that Utapon gang lane is. Just, oh boy, here comes Saros, our first big brawl. Roki getting kind of low. We're about half healths. I think Cassiopeia's going to get the better end of that trail. We got Steel moving on up. Ignite drop down on Yuhi. Lee Sin jumping on in. Going to secure the kill with the Ignite. Medic not level 6 yet to provide that revive onto the Garen. So we've got a flash down here. Looks like they might be able to get a plate or two here. Medic not confident enough to go ahead and stake around. There's exhaust still available from Yasuo, so he could drop that onto the Zillion, cause him some problems. But we already have a CS advantage on the side of DFM, so Roki underestimating that teleport, thought he was in a comfortable spot. Felt real safe because once was right there on Kha'Zix just doing the chicken camp. Then here comes Steel slamming into the wall, gets stunned up, can't even really do anything. Just the confidence of the jungler being right there, but that's what you get for not keeping yourself warded too well on that side there. There's a nice, like, just bit of darkness, we'll say, leading up to the river typically. I mean, even if the jungler's doing a chicken camp, they're usually... I mean, quite typically, unless they're like, super strong and they're like trying to take that camp as quickly as they can and then zip on out. They're going to sit in that bush right there. Oh, goodness. Going to sit in that bush right next to the chicken camp. Go ahead and take that safely for themselves, not to get hit by any target abilities. But Utapon out here on his own, out too far forward. Kha'Zix's going to go ahead, jump on in. Get that for himself. Some assist gold onto the side of Burning Core's bottom lane as well. But here comes Steel. Ooh, Evie missing it with the flash, trying to throw him over. Dash from Poppy also not going to make it as well. Poppy get in and just disengage that. And Ray Farkey's going to survive a dive and force a flash out of Evie here. So important stuff for the side of Burning Core in helping Darius stay in the game there a little bit more. So far, admittedly, I'm not seeing too many things to criticize either side about. This really is just turning out to be a fun little game here. Ooh, we do see a BF sword coming out onto the Shyvana, so expecting that Sojourns to be coming in here potentially. Oh, goodness, that is just so obnoxious. Once back again, hoping that DFM's bottom lane goes up a bit too far. And sure enough, they do. Gang does not have flash, or it is back on cooldown. He's going to do the kickback, fly over with the Q, jump on over to his teammate, get on out of there. But here comes Saros, once trying to beat Q once more. There goes the ultimate, but it didn't look like any damage came through because of the Yasuo shield. They are going to get the kill on Utapon, but here comes Saros. Is he going to drop the ultimate? He is going to flash forward, go ahead, jump in. Gang meeting along with him. Yui does have the revive. Saros is trying to wait it out, but Gang's going to bail out on Saros here entirely. But, ooh, able to get the return kill on once. Did not think he was going to have that burst damage. Yui not able to get the return kill. Ignite drop down on Yuhi once more, so they are going to have to back out of there. Otherwise, they will be forfeiting life over to them. Roki working his way down, but DFM have enough time to get on out of there. Some exciting engages here, and a lot of underestimating Shyvana damage. I don't blame anybody because two people have played, including Saros, friggin' Shyvana over the past while now. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. As far as vision goes, not many. I mean, Rift Herald is spawning right now. We've got some vision on that side. Not a lot of deep vision coming out from either side. I guess we do have a control ward, but here we got an engage. We get the flip, and that is the Yasuo composition right there. Everybody's got some kind of knockup going on for themselves, and that was an easy kill. Roki, again, not getting a chance to really play the game. He just kind of disappeared, got knocked up, and then eaten away by the Urgot there. So rough stuff for Roki here, not getting a chance to really play. Very unfortunate. I mean, eventually you're going to scale up on the Shyvana. I think you'll be able to outscale any kind of damage source on the side of DFM, depending on the crit of the Yasuo. But, I mean, if you just get knocked up and then completely dumpstered right there, that is a rough. That fear beyond death, undeniable that there was a lot of fear for Roki as he continues to not get any chance to play. Once trying to make a move on to Rift Herald, though, he's going to have to say sayonara. Go back to your home, Shelly. Come on. Uh-oh, Rayfarky maybe up a little bit too hard. Steel trying to position himself with steadfast presence. He's waiting to try and get that heroic charge, but Rayfarky going to stay just in the middle of the lane, understanding that range on that heroic charge, not giving Steel that opportunity here. Still trying to make a chance here. The bottom lane back a little bit late and giving a plate over to Burning Core's side here. Once trying it again. I mean, he's sitting on a control ward here. They know that he's doing it. Maybe because they were able to catch Steel out on a rotation. They may have seen him go ahead and basing here. Going to call over Roki. They've got the push advantage on top and mid, so this does open them up to get that opportunity. They know that Darius is not on the map, that he could just be hiding out in a bush close by, so able to provide some help just in case. So DFM going to hand that over to them. I expect them to try and drop this down pretty quickly. There's less than 2 minutes now on to the Rift Herald. Looks like Kha'Zix might be making a beeline towards the bottom lane, drop that Rift Herald, get some more plates for themselves, try and open up the map just a little bit. Looks like their best entrance is going to be through that bottom lane, because they've got a little bit of pushing power, and because Udapon and gang have been so zipping up front in people's faces, it's a pretty good opportunity to go ahead and get that going for themselves. And good on Burning Core for also securing that early Ocean Drake. That has definitely helped them in the laning phase, as well as making sure that Shyvana cannot continue to stack up on her passive. And we have Once zipping on in with his ultimate. Lee Sin getting very low, not many options. Poppy trying to work her way over, but that's going to be a Garen ulti slamming down on your face. Goodbye, Lee Sin. Here comes the teleport coming on Saros. He does have access to ultimate. Medic trying to run away. Is he going to drop the ultimate to himself? He is. Heroic charge keeps him stunned up against the wall, but here comes Roki now trying to provide some support. The Verdict misses its mark here. Vedic might just get away here. Or Medic might just get away, but now Steel's in trouble as well. Rift Herald dropped from the Kha'Zix mid lane with all this nonsense going on. And there goes the stopwatch from Poppy. Yuhi getting very low, not able to get the return kill. Roki going to go ahead and meet Kha'Zix in the mid lane to maybe help out with the push here, as the rest of DFM's members are very low. Gang just responding, able to help maybe push off that Rift Herald in the mid lane. Maybe getting some free time for himself top side. At first, Ocean Drake going over to DFM side. And that second Ocean Drake of the game going over to DFM side. Once doing a good job of being up on the other side of the jungles, being sure at least taking this game, seems to be taking this game pretty seriously. Playing around the base timers of DFM, maybe a little bit sloppy. Maybe this is something that other teams can look for as far as DFM. I mean, again, it could just be that they're not taking it seriously, which is what I would put my money on. But, oh, Evie gets the better end of this. Rayfarky trying to do what he can, but he's really not doing a lot. He didn't heal up very much. Does get all 5 stacks, but there's the fear beyond death. And Rayfarky trying to be cute with it, but just doesn't make it happen. Gets low on the damage. I imagine he was trying to avoid maybe the shotgun knees reset on that, or he thought that Urgot was going to do disdain. That's about all I can guess here. trying to still always just be in the face of Yuhi, prevent him from CS in here. We see that nice, healthy CS lead for Yasuo here, able to CS a little bit better than Garen. Maybe Garen will get a little bit of love. Maybe this is a swan song as Garen's looking to get a little bit of a rework here. Ooh, some pressure towards the top side here. Evie knows he's got that strength over on Darius. He's still waiting to get Trinity Force. Steel working ahead of Darius here to push him back. They've got so many knockbacks here, and that is going to be an easy kill secure. It looks like now Udapon's in a little bit of danger here. Going to be taken out. But Roki ended up dying on that backside as well, so it ends up being a 2-for-1 here. But nice Poppy play from Steel, getting ahead of your opponent with the steadfast presence. You just increase movement speed there. Go ahead, work in front of them. Just keep them knocking back. In addition, get that disdain knockback with the Urgot. And that's a 3-0 Urgot. That's very scary. That's going to be very difficult for the Darius to go ahead and deal with as he continues to wait for that Trinity Force. We'll have to see how that match plays out. But there goes Roke getting popped by Saros. Goodness gracious. He probably underestimated the damage that was going to come out of Saros. But Saros, maybe he's got the dragon in his back pocket here, ready to make things happen. And one's going to get caught out. They see that ward. Maybe there's miscommunication on Burning Core's side. But is he going to be able to? No, he's not. That was rough. Ouch, that hurt me. Goodness gracious. That damage on Shyvana, very startling, to say the least. Just do not expect it at all. And DFM not afraid to go ahead for that dive. Roki, I believe he's sitting at 0-4. Maybe got a kill in that fight earlier on. Yui, though, doing work on the Yasuo. Garen has enough base defensive stats for himself to keep himself healthy. But yeah, 0-4-0. Roki, man, I really wish he had the chance to play this game because I thought it was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to be a nice time for everybody, just kind of like going ham, having a good time. So that seems to be DFM really just kind of stomping away with this. Now Ray Farkey stepping along with his teammate here, not getting the chance to play, sitting at 0-2. DFM not going to go for it as more members of DFM step up. We're going to knock some people out of there. Keep DFM safe for now. They don't want to deal with that business. They want to take fights on their own terms, even if they're silly and just having them jump in. Once out a little bit too far, doing what he can to try and keep this game serious, but going to get knocked back and forth like crazy. So was that Lee Sin? I want to kind of see a replay of that because I think the Lee Sin kick was going to take him over, but because of the vision, Poppy had the chance to heroic charge over. So it was dragon kick, heroic charge back over to the wall onto the side of Lee Sin, and oh no, poor medic caught in the crosshairs, trying to get Roki, but and the Roki ultimate doesn't even come through. Saros looks like he's finally going to drop down here, giving that kill over to Garen. So Yui gonna have to do what he can to try and carry this game on his back, because goodness gracious, that I'm starting to feel real bad. That skin synergy there. But yeah, once just out here too far. I mean, that's just trying to do what you can with the vision control. That was so pretty there. Saros was like, all right, well, if I'm not going to be able to be a part of this, I'm going to go ahead and just do my own thing. That's fine. So was Saros like, did he have the keen idea to go for the damage on medic, or was he just trying to play it out that he was going to... Oh, no, I think he was just trying to go for Roki, and Roki ended up killing his teammate there. Here comes once, though. He's going to get the revive on from Zillion, going to be taken back right away. Poppy trying to get a good position here. Nice positioning there. Garen ultimate just not there enough. Saros does not have access to ultimate just yet, but can still burn down opponents pretty quickly, but not in a 4v1. You're going to get taken down really quickly with all that damage pouring down on you. And we have a teleport coming in from the Urgot. He is now coming from mid lane. DFM wants this dragon for themselves. They want Saros to continue to get stronger and get those additional stat keepers. They're going to keep Garen out of there, the strongest member of Burning Core. But here comes DFM. Kozik's going to go ahead and secure that for himself. Eevee is dealing a lot of damage out. Rayfark able to get the kill onto Yasuo. Kozik's likely going to be getting a kill onto Poppy, and looks like this fight is actually going to go in favor of Burning Core right now. Only one more member of DFM standing right now. Gang going to head try and get himself out, but once is going to go on in for the jump. War jump away keeps Lee Sin safe for now. And a lot of gold now returned to Burning Core's side. Of course, they're still down 5k, down 3 turrets, but that mid lane turret's looking pretty weak right now. Baron going to be spawning here in a moment. We saw some pings over there, so maybe a curious play to be happening over there. Here goes Gang once again. Saros in the mix of things. Maybe he was hoping that he was going to get into ultimate range a little bit faster, but he got taken out very, very quickly. Was hoping for an earlier teleport play, maybe from Heavy here. Steel going in very low health here. This is just simply for laughs here. Trying to set it up so that they can get the position here. Roki, man, he finally got a chance to play there. It was pretty nice. Oh, and we do have a call on to Baron. Maybe DFM underestimated Burning Core's threat level here with the Cassiopeia. This is going to be actually easy working with a Mountain Drake on their side. Steel trying to get into the mix, try and maybe slow down some of these members, but Steel's going to be falling down. We see Lee Sin going in for the knockup. Yutapon able to get a knockup here. Although there was the Fear Beyond Death on there, we got the Zillion ultimate out just in time, so Rayfarky gonna come back here. But still pretty gosh darn low. Only 3 members left on Burning Core's side. Able to get the return kill onto the Yasuo here. Roki actually doing a lot of work now, getting the chance to play, able to put some work in. And, ooh, goodness. So that's 4 members down on DFM. Saros, the only member remaining. Do still have 2 Barons available for once. Saros not making any effort here to move too quickly towards the mid lane. Going to hand over that mid lane turret that was low already for once. So 2 Barons still on the side of Burning Core means that they're probably going to be able to make a nice early play. This is, of course, a very early Baron. Going to be very difficult to hold up against. And you look on the side of DFM, they do not have a lot of wave clear on their side. They, of course, can go in and get you, but as far as anything else, can't really hold up against that. Steel trying to get in Once's business. Heroic Charge not going to get the stun, but here comes Saros. Maybe we're going to be jumping over the wall. I don't think Once expected that to happen to him, and they just lost another Baron for themselves, so it's only going to be on Medic here. I mean, as long as they keep Medic in their back pocket, they should be fine. This is probably the opportunity that they need to go ahead and push together with Medic. Because, again, there's not a lot of wave clear. A lot of go and get you, but nothing else on their side right now. But, regardless, DFM still on the aggressive front here, which I think is what you should be doing. They still have a healthy gold lead. In a real match, if the enemy team can pull out the Baron, you take care of your side lanes like they had. Make sure that it takes that much work for Burning Core to set up maybe a split push or anything like that. Just delay. You so often do see in pro plays, once the other team has gotten Baron, you see the opponents very quickly shift over to their side lanes, try and get those waves pushed back. Because a few seconds off of Baron, I mean, could be the difference of the opponent getting a turret, getting in into him. So something very important I think some people miss here. Ooh, Evie, is he out too far? Is Once going to be going for it? Once is very strong, does have the Dusk Blade and not a lot of defensive capabilities on the side of Urgot. Does have Death's Dance, so he could keep himself healthy, but Kha'Zix's Once very confident that he can go ahead and after this Urgot, gonna just set up vision for himself. Oh, and maybe this isn't... No, there was definitely a Baron on to Medic here. Oh, going to take that down. DFM on the hunt for a jungler here. Saros going to be jumping over the wall. Dragon's Descent Once health getting chunked out very hard and doesn't really have any defensive capabilities. Ooh, Saros actually getting very low there. The isolation damage on the Kha'Zix Q actually doing a lot as Saros does not have a lot of resistances. Zillion going to be taking him out. Gank going for a turret dive now. And ooh, flash for flash. Once staying safe, trying to get out of Gang's range here. And oh, the return kill. Once so close here. But with all that business going on, bottom lane, Yutapon pushing the top side. Roki going to be able to take care of that, keep that turret safe just enough. Ooh, but Yutapon looks like he wants to go ahead and play here. He does have an Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer, so he is confident in his ability to go ahead and take this. And no support. Here goes Yutapon with the ultimate in. And it's going to be a very close fight. And actually, Roki gets the better end of that deal. miss, I think, a pivotal Q in there onto the Cassiopeia Roki. Some nice fast clicks there to keep himself safe. Dodge the Q. All that crit damage from the Yasuo. Got to fight on for another dragon here. A pivotal second Mountain Drake out on the map here that DFM doesn't want to hand over. Burning Core there, pretty worried it seems about trying to go after this dragon. They going to just kind of hand it over. I suppose they got a little bit fearful of the TP threat. Once they knew that it was for sure either be Urgot or Saros coming on in, it's going to be very scary. And whoa, look at that Shyvana build. Okay, so we got Sojourns, Rylai's, Twin Shadows. So a nice hybrid build here. Some AP mixed on in. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see how this fight turned out. Use the miasma, maybe a little preemptively, trying to keep him slowed down. I think that would have been a bit better just after Unopon going in. I don't think he probably would have gone in otherwise, though. So, missed the ultimate, unfortunately, or maybe that animation still went through. And then go ahead and miss that. Misses that Q. Roki just dodging it enough. Maybe Unopon being not too familiar with that. Man, DFM has a vendetta against this Kha'Zix. Oh, and there goes Medic out immediately, not even able to get an ultimate out. Yui getting knocked back here over and over. Fear Beyond Death, locking down that kill. Oh, Zillion ultimate, or was that a GA? Had a GA. Doesn't matter at all. Going to be a nice kill over to him. Appreciate once trying to clear out this vision, but DFM are definitely on a manhunt for this Kha'Zix that seems to be out a little bit too far time and again. And although he makes it out, two of his teammates end up dying here. So the next Baron's going to be up here pretty shortly. DFM feels like they are in the driver's seat of this game. They got a nice, comfortable gold lead for themselves. About 3K gold lead right now. Still leading 2 turrets as well. So if DFM want to close this game out, what do they want to do? I think just what they've been doing. They've got a nice dive composition, really. Like anybody that steps up, you knock them up, and then Yasuo can follow in with an ultimate. You could even go for, a 1-3-1, really. It would be an awkward 1-3-1, but you could do it, I suppose. You could have Poppy, Urgot, Lee Sin mid, send off Yasuo, Shyvana. I kind of like the idea of having Yasuo off in the side lane by himself, or even the Shyvana off in the side lane. I think Yasuo probably keeping him with the rest of the team so that when a knockup does happen, can follow up with his ultimate. Sort of shred through anybody, keep that threat of the Shyvana on that side lane, but maybe the threat of once being out. Oh, there he is, going once out on the hunt. Man, he is a one-man army trying to make it happen. Not able to get the kill. Here comes Saros, though. A lot of damage out onto him, and here comes the DFM army falling on through. Fear Beyond Death and laying on Ray Farkey as he tries to make his way out of there. Medic can't really quite get in range. Ray Farkey keeping himself healthy enough. This once tries to get more vision on the backside, tries to pick off a pivotal member. Once trying to be the hero with Kha'Zix. I do like the plays that he's trying. I mean, Burning Core, they're within range, but DFM, they're just been making a greater effort to stay as a tighter pack so that when something does happen, the Twin Shadows doesn't help either. So any stragglers cut out, DFM is going to be able to track down very, very easily. Goes going on once more, trying to get that damage on the steel. The Kha'Zix still relevant. I mean, Cassiopeia Roki is scaling up, and Burning Core actually going to call for DFM to go ahead and check them. You and Ray Farkey trying to dissuade DFM from going over there. Keep it so that Burning Core gets positioning here, but DFM going to be seeing that this Baron is happening. They've got a couple of access points, and actually it's going to go over to Burning Core and get a kill onto Steel, so this is a 5v4 situation right now. Burning Core going to finally be turning on Evie, maybe going up a little bit too far forward. Here comes the Yasuo ult coming through. Zillion ultimate going to get dropped onto Ray Farkey, so he's trying to get back into the action. And once and Unopon both getting very low. Roki moving on in, getting a lot of damage out. Oh, Medic somebody falling onto the backside. So 2 members falling down on the side of Burning Core. 3 members on the DFM. Is Roki going to be take this 1v2? Doesn't look like he's comfortable just yet. He's going to just take the base route out nice and calm like, but maybe he's going to go ahead and pinch now onto Evie here. who sat out a little bit too far long. Roki trying to get in a good position. They don't know where Saros is. They do know that he exited out this way. Saros may be leaving out Evie to dry here. It's like, dude, I got to get a buff, man. You're a little too late. I got this blue buff's important. Oh, wait, I reset. Hold on. Everybody just wait. Fine, never mind. My bad, dude. Rough. Saros, man. Bad BM from the teammate. I don't know if that's too typical of DFM. I don't think so. I think maybe just a bit too interested in going ahead, getting themselves stuff going on. But rough stuff indeed for Evie here. Yui able to make a backdoor exit here, get into a safe area so that he can quickly base away. Really thought Roki was in a bad spot, but I guess the timing of Saros' ultimate was about at the end of that, at its tail end there. Oh, goodness. And goodness, is that a death cap going to be coming out for Saros there? Those Dragon Descents are going to hurt so badly. I think it's also the W that has some scaling on the AP damage here. Still trying to get into Yui's face here. Ooh, out on his own right now. Does Keeper's Verdict knock up Roki. DFM not close enough, though, to follow up on that. Saros actually dropped ultimate here. I don't think Burning Core can go ahead and defend this. And oh, Roki only able to get one member of the ultimate here, member with his ultimate. Roki staying healthy with the Zillion ulti, going to be A-okay. And the return kill does not come through. Able to Zhonya's that just in time. And this looks like fight game overall turning into Burning Core's favor significantly, because we have Once on the bottom side doing a one-man job. And this is actually likely to be the end of the game here. It's only going to be Saros. Of course, he can pop targets very easily. He does have death cap. He does not have access to ultimate, though. Dragon Descent not available. They're doing Unofficial getting held up on the backside. Saros trying to do what he can. Once not afraid to go ahead and take that out. There are no resistances on that Shyvana, so going to be an easy takedown from here. Unofficial not getting the chance here. The Darius Garen combo keeping him plenty busy. And this is going to be a Burning Core win that happened in an unlikely way. Some way I did not expect, but I guess that's what happens when Once is doing the work on the backside. Criticized it a little bit, but good on him. Overall, don't think there was much here to say. I think DFM was just having a good time, just being a little bit ridiculous, going hard on the paint, making me feeling like this is scrims or something like that. But I think both teams having a good time. Glad at the end, because DFM not taking it too seriously. That Burning Core did end up picking it up for themselves. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I've got plenty of casting work to keep practicing, keep working on this. Still feeling a little rusty since I stopped from last time, but pulling the pieces together, as it were. Going to keep prepping for the LJL as it begins September 1st. That is the start of playoffs. It's going to be V3 versus Crest Gaming Act. It's going to be very early in the morning. Not sure if I'm going to be staying up that late. Depends on how everything else is going in my life with work and such, but keep you guys all updated. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a nice one. Bye.